Hi everyone, this is Dave and Roxane.
Hey, welcome to another show of Empowered. We talk about faith, family, and finances. Today's episode, once a week, we interview someone that's in the journey of entrepreneurship. And today, we're so excited to just have coffee with an inspirational guy, amazing guy, family man, Lee Ryan. How are you doing, bro?
Hi, doing good.
That's awesome. Before this, he was a little bit nervous, but I said, you know what? We're just having a coffee. We're just gonna talk, and it's gonna dive in, right? So people are jumping in. Just say hi. How you guys doing?
Hi Brent, hi JC, how are you guys doing?
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Oops, hold on, there you go.
Happy Sunday. So we're gonna dive in. We're gonna just talk about number first is his story and maybe some of the things that we've learned. So as we bring people in our interview, we have people that are very experienced in business. Some are fairly new. Some are in the middle of the journey. But the purpose of this is to bless people, just to show them what the journey is like. So excited. Are you ready, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready.
That's awesome.
Yes,
At the same time, nervous.
Yeah, we were really inspired by him because we saw him doing videos as well, and it's amazing. And we wanna share with you guys his journey.
Yeah, so awesome. So I just want to ask you. I mean, the journey of entrepreneurship. I know it's not easy. I usually like to ask. So take us back. When was the first time you got introduced to doing business? And you were introduced in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, actually, I was introduced into business before. It's multi-level
Network
marketing.
marketing. Yeah, I could relate. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a coworker who came to me and then he introduced me that we're doing something here. That like before I wasn't into this kind of business, right?
Yeah.
Like MLM, and I don't have any idea about it. Well, but when I came to the office and then they're doing some presentation, it's like, wow. I mean, it's my first time to see this kind of business, but it somehow it's like it fits on my personality.
Yes.
Yeah, because during that time I was working as
Yeah. What were you doing then?
as a regular employee, and I'm also working as a supervisor in a supermarket.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, and part of my work there is to inspire my people.
Wow.
Yeah, and apart from that, giving them motivation on how to do their job efficiently. So yeah, so when I got introduced into this multi-level marketing, it's just that I fall in love with the industry, and for me, it's somehow that's the start of my journey in doing that one. However, there's a major decision that we have to do as a family because during that time we're already applying for our visa to move here in Canada.
Yeah, okay.
So I left everything there. So
Hold on, before we go into Canada, how long were you in that business?
well, I actually started doing
So 2010 until what? Until
2010 till I guess 2013.
2013, okay.
Yeah, because our visa was approved. We were given the go signal to come here in Canada by 2014. So everything changes when
So about 3 years.
about 3 years.
And
Yeah.
you said you fell in love with it. What was it? I think I kind of know. What did you fall in love with?
Oh, I fell in love with it because multi-level marketing gives you the opportunity to help someone
Yeah.
or to serve someone. Because if we come to this industry, it's not like we are thinking about ourselves. It's more on helping other people to somehow guide them through their journey too.
So like the leadership guy.
Yeah, the leadership kind of journey. So yeah, that's about it.
That's one. And I'm sure you also got exposed to books, right?
Yeah, there was actually history about that. I was so fascinated with personal development because
Yes.
actually, guys, before I'm not really into personal development. I could say that I'm not a negative person, but I'm not negative, but you're, what do you call that one? insecure.
Oh, insecure. Okay.
I can relate to that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if like it's like if you see someone and then you compare yourself, oh, how he's so very successful in life. So every time I see people like that, I feel so insecure about myself, and it also affected our family before.
Oh,
like,
really? Wow.
Yeah, I've been with my wife. We've been living in for 6 years. Imagine that one. I know her 2005. And we get married for 2011. So for that span of year from 2006 to 2011, we were not married, right? Because somehow there's a belief in me before that it's probably because of the environment that I have before. Yeah, because my sister got married, and then it's not successful marriage. They get separated, and the second one, my brother also separated. So that's what I'm thinking. It's my belief that's telling me that probably soon enough I'll get separated with my wife too. So during that it was really, it affects me and my wife, because my wife was feeling guilty. We go to the church, but she didn't take the chalice. Because she feels guilty. So it affects me so much. It affects my kids too.
Yeah. So that the personal development helped you.
Yeah, the personal development really helped me, and I was into this advanced leadership seminar before, and then they offer like the positive seminar. The principle is like belief, action, result. So if you
Belief,
do have
action, result. Okay.
if you do have like a positive belief system in our self, it will always affect our actions and also results.
That's powerful. That's really good.
So personal development, we also love personal development, and that's why we fell in love with business in general, right?
Yes, like I can relate to you, bro, that insecurity comes from our surroundings, and what really helps me as well is really the books that I've read, the people that I hang out with, and that really helps me to really believe in myself. And it's true, because when you believe more in yourself, when you have that positive belief, you have more actions and you get more results, right?
Yeah. So tell us just a bit deeper on that. So you improve yourself when you're in personal development, and you also mentioned that you started to speak in
Yeah, I usually train before. We have this small group. We have this small office. Then we invite more people to come in, and then I was the one responsible for training them about personal development, because I really believe. I have a quote from Anthony Robbins that it's not our condition, but it's our decision that shapes our destiny.
Wow, that's powerful. Yeah.
So even if you are, if you think that you are not good enough, if you think that you are not smart enough, that's only the condition, right? But if we only decide to make ourselves better, a better person, then I think that will shape our destiny.
Yeah, that's powerful. And so you were working and doing business. So how was that doing together? How did that? This is really important, because a lot of people that are probably watching this, they're probably thinking, you know what, I want to dive into business, but I have a full-time job. How can I manage this? I mean, you were in the Philippines, but we'll talk about your transition to Canada. But just talk about that. So you were working in the morning.
Yeah.
And in the evening you were.
It's something to do with giving some sacrifice. Like you have to sacrifice your time, because it's not really it's not easy. Because during the time when I was doing this multi-level marketing, we have some disagreement with my wife, because she felt that I don't have any time for her and with my kids. So number one is if we are doing two things like employment and business, you have to have first it drills with our belief system that you really have the desire to do it. Because if you don't have the desire, then everything, I don't think it will work if you don't have this desire in yourself to make the things possible, right? And number two is you have to be committed. Yeah, you have to be committed on what you are doing. Because for me, there are struggles along the way.
Yeah.
And if we don't have the commitment, then everything is it's not gonna be.
So let me ask
yeah.
you, what was your desire? Why did you want to do it?
Actually, my desire is for my family. Yeah, I have kids, and
How many kids you have?
I have 3 kids.
3 kids. Wow. Busy father.
Yeah, I have 3 kids, and then the eldest one is 11, and the youngest is 3. So what I'm actually doing is I'm doing this for them to have a brighter future, right? I know it's gonna be difficult, but I'm very hopeful, because if you do have hope, then that's the beginning of our faith.
Yeah.
Right. So if we are hopeful that someday something's gonna happen to our future, then that's the faith comes in. It's like I mentioned this before in my video, that it's one of the human needs, the need of uncertainty. We are uncertain what's gonna happen to our future, but if we do have faith in us, then something's gonna happen to us in the future. But we don't know when. But if your attitude and your mind and your spirit is congruent to what you are doing, then somehow that needs of uncertainty become certain.
Yeah, that's powerful. So you did that for about 3 years, you said?
Yeah, I was doing it for 3 years.
3 years, and then you decided that was in the Philippines, and then you decided to come to Canada.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, because somehow our team there is already growing, but there's for me, my family is one of my priority. So I have to decide with me and my wife to come here in Canada. So at first here in Canada, it's really difficult, right? Because
And so how long have you been here in Canada?
Going 3 years.
3 years. No, I'm pointing that out because some people that are brand new, or maybe fairly new to Canada, they probably won't think of business, right? They probably won't think. They just think of working, and you have a different experience, because I believe that when you're from the Philippines and then you come here, it's not really moving to a country. People think, if I move to a country, I become successful. It's changing you, because in the Philippines you're already doing business and stuff, so it's always in your blood to do it here, right? So
you came here 2014 or
2015. That was August 2015.
Oh wow. So now, now I understand that you're on a business right now. What made you, is this your first business now that you're in Canada, or what made you decide, hey, you know what, I cannot just go on my job alone. I have to do something for my business.
Actually, guys, for me, the defining moment was that was last year, August last year. I know I have a job and my wife is working, but back in my mind, there's something that's calling me that you have the passion before. You have the passion to lead people, and you have the passion to motivate people. So why not use that one here in Canada? So it's like it's coming back again. I can't stop it, but it's coming back.
Yeah.
And you know what? It all started when I prayed to God. Yeah, for me, God is really the number one.
It's powerful.
The number one source of everything, right? Because I was actually praying that, Lord, I hope that I'm gonna be. Can you please make me an instrument to be like a medium to somehow contribute to the people, and then somehow I just, because it's in my mind. I want that every time people watches my video, they get inspired in life, because we know there's a lot of negativity going on in our life, right? So I prayed really to God that, Lord, please give me the people who can nurture me, who can develop my potential in doing this one. And that was the starting point. And you know what? God is really good, because after that one, He showed me it's like an idea. Hey, you know what? Why not search something on Facebook?
Yeah.
A community that would fit on your personality, right? Something. So I just tried to search Feast Canada. So when I searched the Feast Canada, that's the starting point. So the only thing that interests me is that I wanted my kids to have
Community.
a community that
Yeah.
will I want them to grow with God.
Mm.
That God is the center of their life. So
Mhm.
that's the only reason. Then that's the only point. But when I attend to the feast and people are very positive, very enlightening, and you guys really
Yeah.
helped me so much. Though I haven't really known you before, but when you know what, the verse Matthew 6 verse 33, seek
Yeah.
first the kingdom of God and
Mhm.
everything will be given to you. I didn't really, guys, I didn't really expect that a business will be presented to me, and then
Mm.
and that business is really fitted in my personality.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful that God really gave me this opportunity. It's like there's a saying that God will exceed your
Expectation.
expectations, right?
Powerful.
So
That's amazing. I mean, so you're doing business again, right, here in Canada, and you're fairly new to Canada.
yeah,
So what are the struggles in you know, like in the Philippines is different because you probably have like helpers, right?
yes,
Like here you do everything. I know people from the Philippines, they come, like they complain, they're like, oh my gosh, you
Yeah,
know,
it's not easy.
I have to do everything here and all this stuff. So you, in the Philippines, you did business, you were working in the business, but you had helpers.
yeah.
Here, you're doing the same thing. You both have work, and you
Yeah,
have kids, you
kids.
have helpers. So how does that? How do you do that?
You know what? It's really hard. I mean, I have 3 kids.
I love that. You know, I want. This videos we like to do. We want to make it as
Real.
real and raw that this is a reality. You know, families do this. So yeah, it's hard. That's
yeah,
true.
it's really hard because I still have 3 kids. The eldest one is 11, and I have the 3 years old and 5 years old. So it's really hard to manage your time, right? But for me, the defining moment why I'm doing this is that it always begins with your desire to make some changes in the life of your family.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because if you're not gonna do something new today, then expect that the result in 5 years now it's still the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's really uncertain what I'm doing right now, but with the help of the good people that surrounds me, I think everything is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to talk to your wife and manage, like, really, like,
Yeah,
have a
that's
one-on-one talk, and you know, because I'm sure, like, it's not easy for your wife as well to support you. Like, how do
Yeah. How did
you?
you get support? From
Yeah,
Yeah.
before I wasn't really given that support before when I entered in this business. However, because our time really it's really hard to manage, right? Because my wife is working at night, and then she came home around 7 a.m. in the morning, and me I work 2:30 p.m. to 8, so it's really hard to insert
Yeah.
business.
Mhm.
But it always begins with desire, and that desire drive me to do something new. So I just did my part. My wife was during that time she was skeptical about it, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Is that gonna give us some? But when she realized that the people I'm with are very positive people and very God-centered people, and she realized that, oh, this is really good. And I took him to one of the business presentation, and she also loves the products and services that we were doing. That's why she was convinced.
Yeah.
It's like
So you had to sell your wife. That's important.
yeah. So
'Cause
it's like actions speak louder than words. So
That's right.
she had she'd seen the people doing this. So it's probably she decided, okay, yeah, I'll go with you.
That's awesome.
No,
Yeah.
I love that you shared that because I myself, Roxanne and I, we don't have kids, but we have excuses sometimes, right? We say, we can't do this because we're busy doing that, busy doing this. But I love talking to people like you that despite of, your busy schedule, you have kids, you're still doing
You have a full-time job.
yeah, you're still doing what you need to do to move your family ahead. So just that kind of a question, like, why business? Because other people would have said, I just go
Get 2 jobs or
maybe
jobs.
like go to further education. Why this path instead of getting maybe, I don't know, another education so that you could, I mean, I'm curious why people, would you chose your path, this path.
It's probably because of my strong why. Because I know every people has their own why, right? Why are they doing this one? For me, it's really my strongest why is my family, like my kids. I want them to. I really want them to grow financially free. Like they can, if they ask something, I can support them or I can give them, but not to the point to spoil them, right?
Yeah.
So that's my strong. That's one why, and the second why is that this business, what I'm doing right now, offers. It really helps protecting family. So
you're passionate about what you're doing.
I'm passionate about protecting family at the same time. Like this is me. I mean, this is my personality. You help other people at the same time you grow yourself. So I'm just blessed to have this business that help other people protect their protect the family.
Yeah.
And at the same time you grow yourself.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you do the business, but also I know that you do videos too, vlogs. So what
Oh yeah.
what makes you do
And
that?
he really inspired me because he does it almost every day, and
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it, where he gets that passion. But like with the first time I met him at the feast, actually, that's where we met. The other people are like talking about him, but not really telling him. But telling him, hey, you know what, Lee Ryan is, he does this video, inspirational video, and when we search him online, I was blown away that he just kept inspiring people, and I love his videos as well.
Yeah, that really is bold because a lot of people wouldn't even dare do that, but you did. So what is motivation and action? What is that all about?
Motivation and action.
What inspired you to do that?
All right. First and foremost, I call it motivation. And actually, if I'm on the car, it's motivation in motion because it's inside the car.
Yeah, emotion.
Yeah, but if I'm just posting something personal development, it's motivation in action. So actually, guys, again, it always starts with my desire that I really wanted to reach out to other people by giving contribution to in what I'm doing right now, like the personal development. So because I know from the fact that before I wasn't like this kind of person. I'm too, just I told you, I'm so insecure, and I want other people to watch that from his experience before. This is the kind of person he was before, but he was able to transform, and for me that is really. For me, that's a great contribution that you can touch other people's lives by shaping themselves too, by changing themselves. Because it only takes habits to do it, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's 60 days habit, but just do it every day. Like for me, I don't read books before.
Yeah.
I don't even exist when I was in high school and then when I was in college. If we talk about academics, I failed a lot. I'm 70 75 student. I'm not an A student.
We have something in common there. Not an A student.
Yeah, I'm not an A student, but through life's experiences, through life's challenges, somehow it transforms me to become a better person.
Yeah.
Because for me, experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
You learn from your mistakes and the challenges in our life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm also a personal development guy, and that's why we connect. I love reading books. I love Tony Robbins, and that also changed my life. And so there is a top 3 books that you want to encourage people to read, or maybe audiobook. Is there any top 3 that comes in your mind? What was the very first book that you read?
Oh, Awaken the Giant Within.
Wow.
That's
nice.
the first book I read, and then Dale Carnegie, how to
Influence.
how to
How to win friends.
How to
yeah,
win
how to win
friends,
friends. Yeah,
And
that
influence
was the book I read before.
The
that.
first one
That was
is
really-
what is it again?
Awaken
Awaken
the
the
Giant
I
Within.
can't remember the author, but yeah.
That's Tony
That's
Robbins.
Tony Robbins. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
Awaken the Giant Within. It talks about emotions, how you.
Yes, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, how you.
It's your first book too.
Yeah, that's my first book too.
Yeah, how you control your emotion, how to make it your to make it your advantage.
That's right.
And the second one
How
is
to win influence.
how to
Win friends and influence
friends
people.
and influence
Dale
people.
Carnegie.
Dale Carnegie. And the one that I was reading right now, I'm not really into religion, but I stick into the message. So I was reading the Joel
Austin, yeah.
Austin book, like
Which one? I can't remember.
Become a Better You.
Come on, better, yeah,
Something
that's
like
a-
that.
That's a good one. So
Yeah.
those are the three ones that you. Those are really good books, right? So the audience that's watching right now, some of them could be have kids, have family.
Hi Apple, hi Evelyn, and June. How are you guys? There's a lot of people tuning in.
Thanks, guys, for
guys for watching.
So they maybe they're not in the journey yet. They're thinking because they want to get into business part time as well. So do you have any kind of suggestions on how to help these people, maybe mindset wise, or maybe just tips on
How did you transform
Yeah.
from an insecure and to a confident person?
Yeah. I think you have to start with your strong why. Like, why are you doing this? Is it strong enough because of you're doing this for your family, or is it you're doing this because you wanted to have a contribution in our community? Something like that. So you have to discover your why, and you know what? You can only discover the why if you pray to God, because somehow our own capacity in thinking is somehow we still need guidance from
Oh,
God,
yeah.
right? See, you have to pray and ask, Lord, what is my purpose here in
Yeah.
something like that? What is my purpose here in life? Am I here just to live and die, or am I here to make some impact towards other people
Yeah.
or
That's
touch
right.
their lives? So you have to check your why. What is your why? So for me, my why is all about serving other people, and at the same time giving contribution to doing my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's awesome. So another thing that I want to ask you is, if people are thinking of working and doing business part time, what are some of the things that that are challenges you think that that people will encounter and to expect? Because sometimes if you go to a venture or something that you don't know, you think it's going to be. For me, I thought it was going to be easy, walk in the park. The reality, like you said, it's hard, right?
Yeah.
What are those three things that you thought it was going to be easy, but it wasn't really that easy? Any
Yeah. Right. All right.
What about rejection and all that?
Yeah. There's a lot of rejection.
Yeah, that's not.
There's actually a lot of rejection, because if you are doing business and then, like for example, I'm still working right now, right? And I'm still employed in my company, in our company. But if you start to share this one to your coworkers or something like that, you will immediately say no. yeah, you will
So
immediately.
no is normal.
Yeah, it's really normal, but somehow if you are not strong enough emotionally, it will affect you. It will affect the way you think. Like, oh my god! But you just have to be strong, because the more you get stronger at what you're doing, the more we form a habit of accepting rejection, right? So
Les Brown says, "Make know your vitamin." Right? I love Les Brown. Anything else that you think that? So that's normal. Some people think that they get a few no's and then they quit, right? So I mean. I love the story of Colonel Sanders. He went through 1,009 no's. Colonel Sanders is KFC, right?
Yeah.
He was knocking on the doors, and that's just normal if you want to become an entrepreneur, right? So.
Yeah, and one thing, facing for me, it's also a challenge for me. Facing, this we have if you there's a lot of people, right? Facing those people that are very successful.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you think that
Yeah.
I can relate to you. Like sometimes you feel like they're higher than you, right?
Yeah.
That's your challenge.
More successful.
More successful people.
We call that in
Chicken
the industry, it's called the chicken list, right?
Yeah, chicken.
Yeah.
So somehow, but you can't escape, right? Because we are doing this business, so there's really a chance for us to meet these successful people in our life. So for me, before it was really a challenge because how can I deal with these people, even in fact I don't have nothing, I don't have result yet to show them. But I came to realize that it's only you that is thinking.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, it's like it's only you that are blocking your way to success. So if we are only optimistic in everything we do, then I think it's gonna be smooth.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
So that rejection and those what chicken
Chicken list, yeah.
chicken
That's right. And it's really when you realize those people, when you actually talk to them, this is my personal experience on this, is that they actually are willing to help you because they've been in your journey, right?
Yeah.
And they're more positive. They're more open, actually.
I actually love approaching those kind of people now because I realize is that the real ones, the real successful ones that are authentic, they're very, very, very helpful, and they just want to see you succeed like we did. I mean,
agree.
So I mean, we've gone over 20 minutes now. So what are some parting words if somebody was listening out there, family man like you, has 3 kids, wanna just maybe they're insecure. What are 1 or 2, 3 things that you want to leave with them to inspire them and to tell them that you can do it?
Okay. I already mentioned this one before. It's not really your condition, but it's your decision that shape your destiny.
Wow.
No matter how you feel that you're not smart, you're not good enough. I'm always scared all the time. If you feel that you don't have any confidence with yourself, you know what? You can always develop this one. It only takes action. Engage yourself. Because if you don't engage yourself, then you will not know. You will not know that you are capable of doing these things, right? So just engage yourself and then pray. That's the powerful one.
Yeah, I love
Pray
that.
to the Lord.
I love that. That's
Yeah. So that's the only thing I can impart or give you guys. It's not your condition, but it's your decision that will shape your destiny. That's by Tony Robbins, but it's really powerful.
Wow. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much for your time, bro. We really appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of people are already blessed hearing this and will be blessed after watching this as well. And how are they gonna be able to connect with you?
Yeah.
Is there a website, or how can they connect with you?
Well, I do have my Facebook, so
Yes,
they can
that's
they can always drop me a message on my messenger or and
And go
that's
from
about
there.
it.
So,
from there.
so connect with him. It's Lee Ryan, right?
Yeah,
Lee
Lee
Ryan
Ryan Ibarle.
Ibarle, and connect with him. Friend him up because he does the motivation in action. I watch his videos. It's very, very inspiring. So I hope we give you value for another episode of Empowered, where we talk about
Faith, family, and finances.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
tuning in.